I have a bit of a confession to make. I have totally fallen off the triathlon and endurance sport wagon. And with that, I've really let my diet go down the pan. And just generally lost the excitement for all of this. So I've decided it's time I try and do something about this. Triathlon has brought me so much fun over the years, and all I likely need is a new and exciting challenge. So, bring on Xterra. Is it right for my head to feel really heavy?
Many of us go through ebbs and flows of our training, some larger than others. For me, it's been over 5 years since I retired from professional racing, and right now, I am the weakest and least fit I've ever been in my life. So for the next couple of months, I'm throwing everything at trying to change this. And you never know, maybe inspire a few of you battling with that ebb and flow of enthusiasm along the way too.
Now, I've got to be honest, the sad thing is I actually really do enjoy swimming, cycling and running, but for some reason, my motivation to get out and do them has dwindled. And as many of you know, the longer you leave it, the harder it gets. And I'm sure many of you are here watching thinking, Mark, you look pretty fit. Well, looking fit is about as far as it goes. My last swim session was before Norseman, almost 3 years ago. I cycle once every couple of weeks, and I go for weeks without running. And I'm sure this probably sounds quite familiar to a lot of you. Well, for me, it's time I sort that out. And I decided I need something that is challenging but motivates me to get out and swim, cycle and run each day. So I have decided to go off-road. I've entered the Xterra Czech Republic race, which also happens to be the European Champs. It's a 1.5 kilometre swim, a 33 kilometre bike and a 10.5 kilometre run, which does really excite me. But I also know myself well enough now to know that all it'll take is one bad week and I'll totally fall off the wagon again. So if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna need some help.
I need a training plan, one that fits around my ever-changing life schedule and is tailored to me. So I'm actually opting for a less conventional route and enlisting the help of artificial intelligence.
So, here goes. I'm signing myself up to Humango. I'm currently inputting a load of information about myself, sporting history, the event I'm doing, availability during the week, even my favourite days for certain sports and so on. And then from that, it should churn out a training plan for me towards this Xterra. And I'll be honest, I'm actually quite excited about this because in theory, the AI should keep adapting and changing the plan as I go, because my biggest concern with following any ordinary training plan is that my week is constantly changing at the drop of a hat and I'll continue to be moving sessions around, or worse, actually missing sessions. And I can't really afford to play catch up with my schedule. So this should tweak as I go. And I have a funny feeling I'll be testing that function to its max. All right, I'm off. This is it. Start the program. First workout is a simple 28-minute jog. I say jog, it's actually got a few intervals in. 4 lots of 30 seconds at a cheeky pace with around 2 minutes recovery between. So just really getting things firing neuromuscularly. Yeah, let's do this. Excited. Come on. Right. I thought I'd show you something here. This is my training plan on Humango. This is my dog Reggie. Hello Reggie. Helping me out. Now this week we did a 3 peaks challenge. We cycled the length of Wales and also ran up 3 of the highest peaks. All in all, took us just under 16 hours total time. So 8 hours-ish of riding, 5 hours-ish of running, plus obviously some time in between those. Pretty big day. And not exactly what Hugo was planning for me in Humango, and understanding, I think I've confused him a bit. So you can see here, he's tried his best, he's tried to adapt. He planned a run, swim for me there. I just didn't do it. I felt knackered, understandably, and missed those there.
So what I'm going to do now is replan the workout with Hugo's assistance. So if I click on a little chat function, can have a little chat with Hugo. You can actually see he's left me a message already. There we go. He says, right on. Okay, now for some specific feedback. It can be difficult at times to follow workouts exactly. It basically goes on very politely to say I'm not doing everything as he's asked. And if I keep doing that, I'm not going to perform brilliantly. So I understand that. But what I'm going to do, because obviously I've had a load of training load from this week, I'm going to ask Hugo to replan the subsequent week. So he's probably going to adapt which workouts I do, how hard they are off the back of that. I mean, that's a big training day. It's obviously a big training benefit, but not that specific to what I'm trying to achieve. And also, I don't want to dig myself a hole. So here we go. Let's replan. Wow, I didn't see this one coming. Training's going pretty well. Really getting on track with it. But yesterday I found out that I am off to Germany today. A slight passport issue within the team has meant that I'm now off to Challenge Roth, which, don't get me wrong, is an absolutely amazing event. Can't wait. Just hadn't really planned for this. And it does mean that probably the next 4 or 5 days, training will be non-existent because we're going to be flat out with filming. So, here we go. What a trip home. Oh my goodness, that was a long one. So 4 or 5 days in Germany. I've lost track. But anyway, got a bit of training in. 1 very short swim and 2 very short runs. Not great, but we'll have to do. But guess what? I've got a few days back in the UK and then I'm literally out to the same airport again. I'm off to Germany again for Eurobike. So yeah, I've got week and a half or 2 weeks of pretty average training, to say the least. Not ideal, not what I was hoping for, and the clock is ticking. It's worrying me a bit. I will try and do what I can whilst I'm out again in Germany. Oh dear. So good to be home. Germany trip number 2 was very good. We got great content out there. But yeah, as I suspected, training was subpar. Got 1 or 2 runs in and a very short swim. So cycling over the last 2 weeks has been almost non-existent. So I've got a lot of work to do. Well, as for the diet, still far from perfect, but significantly better than it was. Before, I was quite often just grabbing quick, easy wins when it comes to food in the evening when I was hungry. Now I'm spending more time cooking nice meals, using fresh veg from our allotment, spending a bit more time on that. And subsequently, I'm actually noticing a difference with my energy and just mood through the day and also with my training. So training's good, food's good, jobs are kidding. All right, got some micro burst intervals tonight. Probably would be easier if I just did this on the road bike or on the indoor trainer on the turbo. But I kind of fancy just going out on the mountain bike because I enjoy it. And also the course is quite hilly. So I thought I'm just gonna do these intervals up this hill. So I've got a few kind of zone 3 to threshold efforts. And then I've got a ton of 30-second kind of zone 5 efforts. It's gonna hurt, but I'm really fired up for this one. I gotta be honest, my running hasn't gone quite as smooth and plain sailing as I'd hoped. It's actually been quite up and down as I missed a few run sessions. Probably driving Hugo absolutely mad as he tries to replan and salvage this for me, but it's actually because I've kind of been carrying a little bit of a niggle for the last 3 or 4 weeks
all a result of a very silly fall. May or may not have been a result of some drinks on a night out, but anyway, moving on. For today, I don't know why it's taking me this long. I went to see Claire Weller, our amazing physio in Bath, who honestly is incredible, and she's fixing up a treat. It feels so much better. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. My leg feels like it's firing, I've got no pain. So yeah, here we go. Really motivated to get running again and hitting these workouts. Got a couple of weeks. You can be alright. Session done. Felt pretty controlled, heart rate nice under control, so be excited to see what Hugo thinks of that. Gotta admit, slightly criminal that I have been running up and down a busy road in Cornwall when I've got a beautiful coast path on my doorstep, but I think, to be honest, that says a lot about my motivation at the moment. I was really pumped to do this session, which for ages I just haven't had that desire. So for me to leave the coastal paths and come and do a hard session on a main road is a pretty big moment for me. Sorry, Hugo. Today's bike session hasn't gone so well. More just because I'm lost. I don't know where I'm going. I'm still on holiday and I really want to get the session done today. But I have no idea really where to go. I'm on my mountain bike. It's all I've brought with me. I haven't got a turbo trainer. I did a trail centre the other day. That was a bit of fun. But today, it was serious business. Get a session done. And it's really not working. I've tried though. I hope Hugo notices my efforts and takes that into account. But I'm sorry. Well, that was a bit silly. Just having a bit of fun on my commute home from work. Probably going a bit too fast on this flowy trail here, and clipped the edge and had a little off. Week and a half out from the event. Could have been worse. I am actually all okay other than some blood. But yeah, has made me kind of think twice about some of the risks I'm taking at this late stage. But it is kind of why I enjoy mountain biking in a weird way, that risk sort of adrenaline side of things. So yeah, whoops. This is it, the final big week of training before my taper into the big event. In fact, this is my last big workout of this block. It is just a 55-minute run with 5 lots of 5 minutes at threshold. Set me, so that's now 3:30 per kilometre. And I gotta be honest, I'm feeling pretty good, dare I say it, which I'm quite surprised at considering how up and down my training's been. And with that, I really have tested Humango and Hugo. I thought our relationship was quite on the rocks at one point. I thought Hugo was about to throw the towel in with me. But I think we're on good terms again. Because yeah, last week or two has been pretty solid, pretty good. As I say, I'm feeling pretty good. Tongue with me. And here we are, a week out, taper time. So let's get this workout done and we crack on. Yeah! Wow, here we are, months of training for this event. This event that felt like it was miles into the future. It's this weekend. It's stupidly early, just gone 4 AM, Stansted, lovely airport. Here we go, this is it, the big event. been a long day of travel, so we've driven the couple of hours over from Prague. We're near the race venue now. We've got our accommodation. It's time now to unpack everything, get this bike built up. We're then going to head on over to the event, get my race bags, hopefully go for a run and start checking the course out. It's race day at Xterra, Czech Republic. I'm absolutely buzzing for today. It looks like an amazing course. Can't wait to get out there. Been training really hard for this, so let's see what I can do. Hope I make you proud, Hugo. Alright, so a few hours before the race, we're currently at T2, which is in the town. It's a split transition, so we've got to drop off our run stuff here, and then we'll head on over to T1 and set up the bike and everything. I don't normally like split transitions, but this is fairly easy as split transitions to go, so here we go. Okay, about 25 minutes till race start. Elites are starting in about 5 minutes, so we'll see how they get on and where they go, etc. Figure it out. We've just been for a bit of a warm-up, tagging on with the race off-road guys. Doug Hall's group of athletes are on a bit of a scholarship scheme, so it's really cool. So join tagging on with them, bit of company. Just found out, although it's non-wetsuit, I'm also not allowed a swim skin, which I was kind of hoping I'd get because I need every help I can get on, well, every leg today, but particularly swim as well. So yeah. Just about 25 minutes, good to go.
Before I get going, let's take a look at what I'm about to undertake. It's a point-to-point course, meaning we start the swim out of town. It's 3 laps of this 500-metre loop with an Australian exit between the laps. We then jump onto our mountain bikes and work our way over the hills towards the town of Prakatisa. It's a little over 30 kilometres, but in doing so, we take in 3 large climbs and a total elevation gain of around 1,000 metres. And it has a little bit of everything really. Lots of single tracks, fast fire roads, steep climbs and unpredictable corners. We'll then finally descend on fairly technical trails into town and start the run. Now this is made up of 2 5.2 kilometre laps. And it's tough. It starts by heading straight back uphill and into the mountain bike trails, but each lap starting and finishing in the buzzing Prakatisa Great Square. So, let's do this.
It's wedged in. Taky není ve stavu.
So I was sat in about third or fourth, and a big group's gone past. They're really hooning it. I'm sort of yo-yoing a bit with them. A couple of them pinging off the back, trying to catch them again, but got a long way to go still. So I'm trying to hold myself back. I always get carried away. And I've still got a very tough run to come. I may not be the most technically amazing mountain biker, but it's not really the technical parts of the downhill that I'm losing time now. I'm actually really starting to flag. Like the gear on riding is very easy. Feels flipping hard. A few people have come past me like I'm standing still now. So just the last bit, uphill now, and then descend. Just hold it together. Here we go then. That was tough. I was really flagging towards the end there. No power. Let's hope my legs turn up for the run. Got a long uphill. Ouchie. This is borderline. Should I run or walk, you know? There's not really much in it. It's a steep. And I'm cramping. Ooh. Okay, I'm walking. Almost on all fours. Oh, it's a punchy run this. Just when you think you're just going to start going down, starts heading up again. Not nice. And you got cramp going on all over your legs. So I can get this done, but it's gonna hurt a lot. Whoa. Well done, bud. Go, go, go. You're good. You too, man. Doing well. It's another one. Whew. Survival mode now. Yeah. So, turns out an Olympic distance Xterra kind of like a similar effort to a 70.3 in terms of fatigue. Oh. Is it right for my head to feel really heavy? I've actually found a bit of a rhythm. I feel like I'm in a slight second wind. The last little bit into town, oh, it hurts. But I weirdly feel quite strong. Can't go any faster, but I feel strong.
Very good, I like it with the camera, wow.
What a day. I'm absolutely shattered. But no, first things first, if you are looking for a new challenge within triathlon, something that no other event offers, Xterra is it. Absolutely brutal, but so much fun. You can go out there, race it as hard as you like, or as many are doing, just go out there and have a blast. Just get round and enjoy the course because they are amazing. In terms of my own performance, I did well. I was pretty pleased with it. Could have been better, but I survived and I was pretty competitive. I finished 5th, I believe, in my age group and just outside the top 20 overall, though I need to confirm that. So I'm pretty pleased. I really suffered in the last third of the bike. Yeah, I popped, and it also came at a time when it started to get quite technical. I hadn't recce'd that part of the course, so made quite a few technical and tactical errors. So yeah, I hemorrhaged time there, and just it was a case of survival from there on. But I would not have been able to finish that had it not been for the training plan. I mean, 3 months ago, I was not in a great shape fitness-wise. So yeah, thanks so much to Humango for helping me along and adapting to my ever-changing daily schedule. Yeah, I mean, the one thing that I really could have done with, and to be fair, Hugo and Humango were suggesting, were these above threshold sort of zone 5 efforts, which I really needed. And that's where Xterra is quite unique. You're constantly surging above threshold, and that's the bit that absolutely saps you towards the end of the bike and they're going on to the run. But yeah, I'm pleased with my performance. So yeah, thanks ever so much to you guys for following along, supporting, to Xterra for inviting me along, and to Humango for helping me out. I'm definitely going to keep going with the training plan because I've been enjoying this and it's been really working, and I'm going to stick to the sessions a little bit better from here on. But now to enjoy the short track event, the elites are racing around behind us. If you've enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe.